Could you first of all introduce yourself?
Yo, peace. What's up, y'all? This is Common right here, transmitting all the way from Chicago, Illinois. Here to build and destroy right here on Kink FM. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Hey, I gotta start. I'm sorry about that, but I gotta start with some standard questions that you must have answered like 100 times already. But you know what that's like. Yeah, exactly. So tell me about the album and the title and how did it come about?
Okay, the album is entitled Like Water for Chocolate. The title came about through a book that had that same title and a film. I used the title because I thought it was coming from a different angle and it complemented what the album would be about, you know. And in this movie, this young lady would cook these meals and she, would make people feel her emotions through these meals she cooked. And I felt that was symbolic to the way I create songs. I want people to feel the emotions of the songs or what I'm putting into the songs, you know. So that's why I named it Like Water for Chocolate.
Yeah, because when I listen to your album, I mean, it's pure hip hop, but it's also you have a very funky and soulful feel to it. I mean, can you tell me about that?
Well, you know, this album I focused on doing something that was pushing the boundaries of hip hop. That was like, you know, people would be like, man, this don't sound just like a hip hop album, but you know, it is hip hop music. So it's, you know, just opening people's mind to hip hop to me, and I love soul music, and I think, you know, soul music ain't nothing but music coming from a person's spirit to me that they really feeling, or you know, and you could feel the music, and that's what I strive to do is make feel music, that feel good music, you know.
You see that going bigger and bigger and bigger as well. I mean, for a long time it's sort of been considered as sort of the underground of hip hop. How do you feel about that? Or you think that's all bullshit, that whole underground?
Well, I mean, when I look at the term underground, I ain't really mad at being called that, because underground is like going against what's mainstream, and like, I mean, it's like revolutionary in a way. Because when I think of the Underground Railroad, you know, I think of what Harriet Tubman, you know, broke away from slavery. So when I think of underground music, I'm thinking like, yo, this is like, it's like a freedom of creation. Like, thanks. It's like a freedom of creation. So I don't mind being called underground. I mean, making underground style of music, but I'm glad that the music is surfacing and touching the masses too now, you know?
Is that also a way you get inspired to do different things? I mean, the way you work with them?
Yeah, definitely. When I work with other people, it inspires me to do songs that sometimes I might not do regularly, or if I would do regularly, it gives me more inspiration to make it sweeter, you know?
Sweeter. What do you mean by that?
Sweeter is like better, fresher.
Okay. This interview is for an hour-long special on you, and it's going to be in between your record. So what I would like you to tell me is, what are your favorite tracks of the album and why?
My favorite tracks are Time Traveling. That's the first song on the album. Cause on that song, it just like it felt like world music to me. It felt like I was introducing the world to something new. And that song, I just got to speak my mind on. I just did a whole verse of just what I felt, like what I was experiencing, what I imagined. It just was like, you know, it was free thought. I like The Light. Cause I really felt that song too. I really felt all the songs, you know, not bragging on them, but I really felt what I was doing on the songs. I guess, you know, Time Traveling, Ghetto Heaven, and I would say Funky for You. I really like that because it's like fun, you know.
Talking about a track like The Light, I mean, you get very personal in your lyrics sometimes as well. How hard is that for you to bare your soul sort of for everybody to listen to?
It ain't hard for me because I'm a person that deal a lot with emotion. You know, I'm a Pisces. I'm a water sign, so it's like a lot of emotion in my life. So I just express it, man. And I feel music is a way for me to express myself. It's a release anyway, you know. So I don't be having no qualms. I don't feel ashamed about nothing that I experience. Cause you know we all people, we humans, working to be gods.
It doesn't make you feel vulnerable?
Nah, not at all, man. And you know, vulnerable like to who though? You know, like can't nobody, you know, vulnerable mean like like you could be taken advantage of by somebody, but can't nobody take advantage of me. You know, just because I'm speaking that through music, you know, I'm just telling like my life experience.
Can you also name me three favorite tracks of other artists?
Um, I like Erica Badu's Orange Moon. Um, I like Stevie Wonder's Seem So Long. Um, well, I'd say something new. I like Outkast's So Fresh, So Clean. I like The Roots. What's that song? The song they had with Mos Def.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you write?
I really don't write the raps down. I say them in my head over and over and piece them together. I take experiences, I take conversations, I take nature, I take influences from music, influences from movies, um, and other people's experiences, and I ball all that up and try to create songs and imagination.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you perform live? Because you're not the type of artist that's gonna like play a dead tape and sort of shout over it.
Yeah, that's what I do. We got a dat and I just shout over the music. Just me. I go walk around holding my crouch. Nah, for real. It's like I come with a band, my band and a DJ, and we just give a high energy performance. You just gotta see it, but you go experience is soul music in a live form, you know, and you go feel each instrument, each song. You go feel it.
Yeah, but you could easily like take the easy way out, you know, and just don't be so hard on yourself.
I ain't with doing that, taking the easy way. If I ain't proud of it, whether it's difficult or easy, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I ain't gonna do it if I'm like, if I ain't proud of it and happy with it, like, you know, and I ain't happy with just going up there with no dat and no record and just rapping and walking back and forth. It don't enthuse me.
Last question: what are your plans for the future?
Just plan to grow, just plan to make a outstanding album, make many more albums, get my label about to jump off, Madam Zenobia. What else?
You got your own label?
Yeah. Me and my manager Derek Dudley. I plan to be a good father. Plan to learn the piano, learn some drums. Plan to get to singing good. I plan to just make some good music and just live life and enjoy it. Spread love.
Uh, how do you combine that, being a father and also being in this business?
Well, it's a tough balance because you can't be around all the time. But I mean, I just take care of my responsibilities and do the best that I can for my daughter. Give her the love when I'm around, and just do what's right. Try to do what's right. You know.
Talking about a track like "The Light," I mean, you're very you get very personal in your lyrics sometimes as well. How hard is that for you to bare your soul sort of for everybody to listen to?
It ain't hard for me because I'm a person that deal a lot with emotion. You know, I'm a Pisces. I'm a water sign, so it's like a lot of emotion in my life. So I just express it, man. And I feel music is a way for me to express myself. It's a release anyway, you know. So I don't be having no qualms. I don't feel ashamed about nothing that I experience. Cause you know we all people, we humans, working to be gods.